Hey Bookworms, it's Jade from Bedtime Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. This is the beginning of my week 4 of my currently reading series. It is already Friday evening at about 7 p.m. I haven't checked in at all this week so far, but I haven't really been reading and I didn't have anything to tell you guys. I read some last night of the magic study and I just read for like another 30 minutes while I was eating dinner. I have like less than 100 pages left. I think I'm about 80% through and things are getting really exciting. You know, it's getting to the end of the book where lots of things are happening. So I think I'm going to try to finish that book tonight or tomorrow. So I'll definitely have an update on that. Thank you. And my dogs want to make out with me right now, which is not uncommon. It's pretty typical. So my plans, stop Miko. My plans for the evening are I'm going to read a little bit. I'm actually going to sit and do my nails. I have a new nail obsession and I just painted my nails a couple days ago. They're like red with a glitter. It's like a really dark red, so it doesn't really look red on camera, but I'm already tired of it. It's been a couple days and I'm ready for something different. I'm hoping that me changing my nail polish every like 3 days is a phase I'm going through and they'll last a little longer in the future because I'm just spending a lot of time doing my nails right now, which is part of the reason why I haven't been reading as much, but it's making me happy and I do the things that make me happy. So I think I'm going to sit and do my nails. I'm going to change the color and then I'm going to read after that. Like I said, I'm reading Magic Study. I have like 80 pages left. So I'm going to try and finish that really soon. And then I also am about 60% through, what is it called? Asunder, which is the second book in the Incarnate series, which I gave a quick synopsis of in some of my other videos. I hope to finish that this weekend as well because I'm almost done and I've been reading like all month. I really just need to finish it up and move on because I really haven't finished very many books this month. I was off to a good start at the beginning of the month, but I haven't finished anything in a while, mostly because of this whole nail polish thing, which is weird to me, but apparently I like nail polish. So those are the 2 books that I'm physically reading, and I'm hoping to finish them both over the weekend. So hopefully I can give you a final thoughts and update on that before I end this currently reading vlog. And my audiobook has also continued to be the second book in the Wheel of Time series, which is called The Great Hunt. It's going fine. I really haven't made much progress since the last time I checked in. I haven't really been in the car alone or, been doing anything else that I would typically listen to audiobooks for, like cross-stitching. I haven't done that in a couple weeks thanks to nail polish. So yeah, that is what I'm currently reading right now, and I hope by Sunday I'll have some more updates for you guys. I'll check in with you later. Bye. Hey Bookworms, it's Jade. So it is the day after my last check-in, so it's Saturday morning. It's almost 11:30. I'm on my way to an orthodontist appointment, which is why I might sound a little funny. I'm wearing my top retainers right now. I finished Magic Study last night, so that was a success. Gave it a 4-star on Goodreads. I'm not sure at the moment if it's going to stay 4-star when I do the review on my blog, because I give half-star ratings on my blog, so it might be 3.5 stars. I don't know, it's kind of like in between there, so it's like pretty good. I enjoyed it, but definitely had some flaws. It definitely wasn't as good as the original book for me. I think part of that might have been that I binged the first one and read it in like 24 hours, but I also think that I binged the first one because it was really, really good. So this one, some of the reasons I have mixed feelings about it, I feel like the first half of the book was done better than the second half of the book. Even though the first half of the book I had some, not complaints, but I was like unsure because we were meeting a whole new cast of characters and I just wasn't sure if I liked them as much as all the characters I got to know in the first book. But other than that, like the storyline and the setup and the world building, like we're in a different part of this world that we didn't explore in the first book. All of that was done really well. Now that the pacing was fairly good. I mean, it was a bit of more of a character focus, like I mentioned, but at the same time, I thought it was really well done. And then we get to the second half of the book, which had a lot more plot going on and a lot more like twists and turns. And the other thing about the second half of the book that I thought was great, at least at first, is that some of the old cast of characters shows up in the second half of the book, which I was really excited about, and I was really glad to see them. The old characters that showed up that I really, really loved, they came across as being kind of flat in the second half, and they just kind of popped in and out for specific purposes, but I don't feel like they really contributed a whole lot to the overall story. I don't know if this makes a lot of sense, because I mean, they definitely were involved in some of the plot points. So, in that sense, they were important. But I felt like they were there, and it was mostly like a convenience thing. Like, I don't know, some of the stuff at the second half, or especially at the end where things were kind of like wrapping up, I almost felt it was like too convenient and kind of cheesy. I don't know. I have some reservations about the second half of the book, but I still enjoyed it overall. I still really enjoy these characters. I'm still gonna read the next book. It wasn't as good as the first book, which, you know, a lot of second books are like that. So I'm not too like worried about it. I think the last book will, you know, still be good. I still want to know what happens. So I know I said like kind of a lot of negative things, but at the same time, I really enjoyed it and it was fun. I just think that it wasn't as good as the first one, and there were definitely things that could have been improved. Okay, so I am at the orthodontist, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I will check in with you guys when I finish Incarnate, which will hopefully be tomorrow. Bye! Morning, bookworms. So it is Monday morning, a little bit after 9. I am on my way to work. I really wanted to finish Asunder last night, and I didn't. About 100 pages left, but I do have a few things that I want to tell you about it. But first, I remember 2 things that I didn't say in my last clip when I basically wrapped up Magic Study that I want to be sure to mention. So first of all, I want to say that the second book in the series definitely has like a murder mystery thing going on. There's like a bad guy, and that's like the whole plot of the story, is they're trying to figure out who the bad guy is and try to catch him. So if you like mystery, thriller, murder, I wouldn't call it a thriller. It wasn't like super scary or creepy or anything like that, but if you like murder mystery sort of things, or continuing in the series might appeal to you. Another thing I want to mention about Maria V. Snyder in general, I guess, is that her writing style is really easy to read. I'd say that her writing is pretty simple, just like really straightforward and like clean or crisp, but it's just really easy to read. So even in the parts where I was kind of like, this is slow, I'm a little bored, it was really easy just to keep turning the pages, because just her writing style is, for me at least, really easy to read. So those are 2 things that I wanted to mention about Magic Study that I didn't mention in the last clip. So Asunder, I have about 100 pages left. I really want to finish it in January, and today's the last day of January. Maybe it's tomorrow, something like that. So the next 100 pages, I need to read those like ASAP. I just hate having like a little bit left in a book at the end of the month and then having to count it in the next month. I mean, sometimes it happens and like whatever. But if I can avoid it or do something about it, I'm going to try. So I'm going to really try to finish Asunder tonight or tomorrow before the end of January. Plus, I've just been reading that book for like weeks now, and I'm just ready for it to be over. So I have 100 pages left. I'm repeating myself. I have 100 pages left, and so a couple things that I want to say about Asunder is, one, the main character can kind of be annoying. So when I first read the very first book, like over a year ago, I liked the main character. I didn't really think anything of it. My recent reread of it, I started listening to that one on audio, and the narrator made the main character be super annoying, so I had to quit the audiobook. But then even when I switched to the physical form, I started noticing that she's kind of whiny, and part of it is that she's basically doesn't know anything and was very sheltered and didn't have a good childhood. Her mom really neglected her and stuff. So in a sense, she's just immature because of how she was brought up. But it's really getting annoying in the second book. I noticed it on my reread of the first book, but it was fine. I was okay with it. I thought it was understandable. And then in the second book, it's still understandable for the same reasons, but there's a romance, right? And she's just in this romance. The way she acts about things is ridiculous. What did I just say? It's ridiculous. She flips out about every little thing instead of talking about it like someone who's mature would be. She just runs away all the time. I don't know if this is making sense. I'm trying not to be too spoilery, but I mean, basically, when it comes to the relationship and the way that she interacts with people, she's like really immature. Part of it is for like reasons, but part of it is just annoying. So I'm a little bit annoyed with that right now because something happened last night in like relationship situation, and I just think she's being ridiculous and it's annoying. So I just needed to vent about that a little bit. There is also like a mystery element to Asunder, and I'm really enjoying that part. It's kind of like, you know, we're trying to find clues, figure out what's going on, and that's definitely keeping my interest, but it's also at the same time kind of slow and very character focused, and now that the main character is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with that, but I'm almost done. I'm gonna finish it, see what I think, and I hope I still want to read the last book because it's a trilogy and I've already, you know, read the first 2 books. Kind of want to see how it all pans out, and you know, sometimes second books just aren't as good as the first one, and sometimes the third book is better, sometimes it's not, so we'll see. The jury is still out on that one. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna wrap up this currently reading vlog for, I think it's week 4. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry. I will probably start my next vlog like tomorrow as soon as I finish the rest of Asunder and I can tell you guys what my final thoughts are. So I hope you guys had a good week, and until next time, bookworms, keep reading. Bye!